Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Life Coach University and 2023 Let's Coach. I'm your coach for this session. My name is Chris Weals. I'm a life transformation coach, and I teach the principles of I am, which is intentions, awareness, and then the mechanics or the management or the maintenance, whatever M word you want to choose there, to help you practice your awareness and your intentions to create the life that you want. As always, if you have any questions, please at any time feel free to drop those in the Q&A section or raise your hand and I'll unmute you and we can have an actual conversation. Otherwise, I will be talking about the topic that I had in mind for you all. And your questions or comments or feedback don't have to be focused on what I'm talking about. It could be on anything. And make sure you check out lifecoachuniversity.com and all of the Pay It Forward talks, the PIF talks, and all of the other Let's Coach sessions. We have quite a few amazing coaches doing these coaching sessions as well. And we have other coaches doing our PIF talks. There's a lot of great live content, and also we record the content and it's available through the Life Coach University library. So you can access that at any point. There's a ton of great content out there. And of course, as always, we hope that this helps you and inspires you and motivates you to, personally, right, for you and your own life, and then also to go out and pay it forward, right? We're all about paying it forward. So share the love, the kindness, your insights with the world. Let's keep pushing to make the world more lovely, peaceful, enjoyable, wonderful place. More of that. It already is that, but we can keep making it more and more and more of that. All right. Today, I'm going to be talking about focus, because that is something that's super important for life transformation, for creating the life that you want. Right. And this is a great topic for me because focus is one of those things that has been quite challenging for me. Historically, throughout my whole life, I've either been totally distracted in my own head, unable to focus on what's around me, or even on what I want to be focused on. A lot of fearful thought patterns have been present with me throughout my life, ruminating. And that turns into depression and anxiety and all these other things that make life more challenging than it needs to be. And then I've had moments of hyper focus where you can't even get through to me. I'm so locked in on what I'm doing that you would pretty much have to scream at me to get my attention. And so focus for me it's a really fascinating topic, and it's been challenging. So it's a really good one. So there's so much to it. For creating the life that we want. So whatever it is, if that's a healthier, happier, more loving, joyful relationship, if it's more wealth, more money, if it's improved physical health, mental health, a more fulfilling, rewarding, enjoyable career. You want to learn a new sports or hobby or skill, you want to learn how to play the piano, whatever, it requires a lot of focus, and not just focus while we're actively working on developing that skill or learning that new thing, or like while we're with our partner in the relationship, but focus outside of that. So focusing our attention, our thoughts, our imagination, our energy, our feelings on that as well, to help us create it, right? And this ties into what a lot of us have heard about, the law of attraction, and you know, the book, the movie, The Secret. You know that there's a lot to that. It's not some hokey fake fake thing. They might not have fully explained how it all actually works, but so the power of focus is that, you know, when you are focused on something, it awakens the reticular activating system in your brain. It's a part of the back of your brain, your spinal cord, and it regulates our consciousness. So our, like, whether we're awake, whether we're asleep, it is involved in our fight or flight. So being triggered, and it helps us notice what we are focused on, right? And it helps us create it and recreate it and recreate it. So the lives that we're living, where we're at in our lives, has a lot to do with what we focus on. It has everything to do with what we focus on, and how that puts our RAS, our reticular activating system, into action, and what that creates for us. So it's basically like a gateway between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, in your conscious mind, you're purposefully thinking about things, right? You're actively involved in that process of, I want to eat sushi, right? Or I don't want to get out of bed right now, or I want a different job, or I want more, right? You think these things, and then your subconscious mind works on noticing what you're consciously thinking about out in the world, and it works on creating that, like helping you actually create what you're so focused on. And it doesn't necessarily happen automatically. The connection between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind isn't an automatic thing all the time. So when you're fully awake and you're actively thinking about what it is that you want, it doesn't just automatically go into your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind kicks in and goes to work in helping you notice it out there, and helping you figure out what you need to do to make it happen and to attract that into your life. It doesn't just automatically happen when you're in your alpha or beta brain waves, which is what we're typically in when we're fully awake, when we're able to focus, when we're able to be creative. It takes repetition when we're in that frequency, when we're in that state of consciousness. And so staying focused on what you want is really important. So you stay focused, you repeat it, and you have to also feel good. So because your feelings are the same as your energy, it's your vibration. And so if you're thinking about what you want and you feel bad about it, so let's use money for an example. So if you're thinking about money and you want more money, but your thought pattern, your typical thoughts is like, I don't have enough, it's hard to come by, I am poor, or, money is dirty, it's evil, it's wrong. And I don't want to be greedy. Like, so whatever your thoughts are, if they make you feel bad, then you have this inner conflict, and it's like that feeling is really powerful, and your subconscious mind is going to basically protect you. So because if you have these negative thoughts about money and you are feeling bad about it, then your subconscious mind thinks, "Ooh, money is this bad thing. Like we don't want money, right? Like let's keep that away from us." And so that's how the system works. So it's really important to stay focused on what you truly want, not what you don't want, right? So become aware. So first, so this is part of the I am process. It's set your intentions. What is it that you actually want? What do you want to have? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to do all of these things, right? Where do you want to live? What do you want your lifestyle to be like? What do you want your relationships to be like? Think about what you want. Visualize that as best you can. I know not everyone has a real strong ability to picture things in their minds. So you can create a vision board. You can create that image outside of your mind, hang it up on the wall, look at it daily of whatever it is that you want in your life. And then awareness, right? So the next step is, after you set your intentions for what you want, be aware of how you're thinking about whatever it is, what your thoughts are, and how you're feeling about it. And don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't make yourself feel worse if your thoughts haven't been positive and the way you've been feeling is not so great. So have some self-love, some self-compassion, and then simply shift your focus from the negative to the positive. Focus on creating what you want and already feeling good about it. Practice gratitude. Practice feeling grateful for the money that you do have, the opportunities that are out there. We live in a time where information is available pretty readily, and we can learn. If it's a lack of knowledge about how to generate more money and keep more of your money, then there are videos, there are blogs, there are books, there are courses, there are coaches out there for everything. So you can get the help that you need. And so you can feel grateful for that there is an opportunity, or there are plenty of opportunities for you out there to make it happen. All right. I'm going to check in and see if you have any questions. Is this making sense? Do you have any specific questions on how this works, or like a specific area of your life that it might apply to and how to make it happen? Is it not working for you? Let me know. All right. So when we stay focused on what we want, and we intentionally choose to feel good about that, and we keep doing it, then it's going to free us up to take action to create it. And also, we're going to start noticing more opportunities. That's that reticular activating system. It's going to awaken, and it's going to kick into gear, and it's going to do its job. It's going to help you look for the opportunities to create what you want in your life. And it's going to make it a lot easier for you. If you're not aware of what you're thinking, and those thoughts are negative, and it might be hard to be aware of this. You might have some subconscious programming, some thoughts going on that you're not fully aware of. You might not be used to paying attention to how you're feeling about certain things. So you might not know what is going on below the surface in the subconscious mind and in your body, with your emotions, your energy, your feelings. You might not know where those thoughts and feelings are coming from, right? It's from early childhood, the programming, the conditioning, it's learned behaviors, it's learned thought patterns from our parents, our family, our teachers. But we don't have to go back and figure out specifically what happened to create these current thought patterns and feelings. All we need to do is take a look around to understand what's going on beneath the surface with us. Your current reality, your current life experience is a product or a reflection of your thoughts, of your beliefs, of your patterns, your habits, your mental habits, your action habits, your behaviors, your feelings. So the results that you have in your life right now and the experiences that you're having are a reflection of what's going on in the inside. So take money, for example, since we were already talking about that. Wherever you are in your life financially is a reflection of the beliefs that you've had up until this point. So that's how you understand enough of what your thoughts have been and how you feel about money. Right. And so don't spend a lot of your time and energy focus on that. And again, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be upset with yourself, frustrated, angry. Don't beat yourself up over where you are. The way forward is to have self-love, self-compassion, understanding that your programming isn't your fault. And also don't be hard on your parents and your family, your teachers, your community, because they're operating with their own programming that was passed on to them. Right. And all of this, like coaching, these understandings they just weren't widely known or accepted. They weren't commonplace when our parents were growing up or when our parents were our age. And so, they didn't intentionally program us to have thoughts that aren't serving us. So we don't need to be mad at them. We can forgive them. We can forgive ourselves and focus on where we are right now and moving forward, right? So focus on what you want to create for yourself, focus on the results that you actually want, focus on the experiences that you want to have. And so just keep moving forward. Right. So to understand your past, all you have to do is take a look at your present situation. That will tell you all you need to know about your past. And then just move forward from there. Right. So keep focused on on the positive, on what you want, not on what you don't want. Right. This is so important. It's simple, but it can be really challenging because we're so used to focusing on what we don't want. And the world at large operates that way. So that, like when we're reading, when we're watching TV, when we're on social media, having conversations with our family and friends, there is a lot of negative bias. There's a lot of focus on what people do not want. And so just be mindful of that within yourself. And also be mindful of who you're hanging out with and what you're consuming, what material you're consuming, because it makes it harder on you to spend a lot of time around negativity. So just be mindful of it and notice if you need to shift, if you need to consume more positivity and spend more time with positive people. Just because it's going to make it easier for you to be positive yourself. But at the very least, just focus on what you're paying attention to, on what your thought patterns are. So you can remember another I love acronyms. So I'm going to give you another one. And it's BEAR, BEAR. So, and this is helpful for what I'm talking about, for remembering how your thoughts and your focus are connected to the experiences and the results that you're getting in your life. So the B stands for beliefs, right? Whatever thing that you're focused on creating for yourself, whatever it is that you want to have in your life, what are your beliefs about that? Right. So what are the thoughts that you're having? And so just pay attention. So you can do an exercise. All right, when it comes to having more money, well, make a list. What are all the things that come up, all the thoughts that pop up into my head? Like it's possible that I could do it. It's not possible. I come from too humble of a family or background or whatever, or I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. I don't have this or that. Money is this, money is that, whatever it is, write it out. Right? Pay attention, notice what are the thoughts that are there. And then how do those thoughts make you feel? So the E is the next one. It's your emotions, your energy. Because this is so important to have positive energy so that we can take action, so that we can create the results that we want. All right. And those are the next letters. A is action. What action are you taking around money or relationships or whatever thing? I'm just sticking with the money thing for now. What actions are you taking? What are you doing to bring in money? What are you doing to spend money? Are you investing your money? Are you saving your money? Or are you going deeper and deeper into debt because of your spending habits? And again, this is just to evaluate, to understand where you are, what your habits are, what your relationship with money is. It's not to beat yourself up. It's not to judge yourself harshly, to be angry and upset with yourself, because again, when you do that, you're just creating more negativity. You're perpetuating this negative loop, and you're making it really hard for yourself to break that pattern and move forward toward what you want, right? And so just evaluate what your actions are, and then how those actions are creating your experience, creating the results that you have. So if you are in debt right now, just go through this BEAR process, and just for an evaluation purpose, and then just make some shifts. Say, okay, well, I don't have the results that I really want currently. Okay, fine. So to get the results that I want, you can go through this process backwards, or you can start with your thought. You can go back to your beliefs and go, what do I need to believe? How do I need to feel? What actions do I need to take to get those results? Or you can go through it backward if it works better for you, whatever makes more sense in your head. So you can start with the results that you want. Okay. I want whatever amount of money in the bank, or whatever, amount of cash flow coming in every month, whatever your financial goals are. All right, so that's the result that I want. What actions do I need to take? How do I need to feel to take those actions? What kind of energy do I need to have? And then what beliefs do I need to have to create that kind of energy or those emotions? And so that's where the focus comes in. You need to focus on your beliefs. And it's not enough to just think to yourself one time, okay, I know this now, and so I now believe that I'm wealthy, and I'm really great at creating abundance and wealth and money. Money's just falling out of the sky for me, and then expect it to just happen. Because again, there is a gateway between your conscious mind, your conscious thoughts, and your subconscious mind. That's that RAS, and it doesn't just happen the first time, especially when you're fully awake, because that gate is is closed pretty much. When you're fully alert, fully awake, fully conscious. It doesn't. It's difficult for those thoughts to get from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. So I don't. This is something that makes a lot of sense for me because I read a lot, so I gain a lot of knowledge, and it doesn't just automatically become part of who I am, right? It doesn't become habit right away for me. Just to gain the knowledge, it doesn't, it doesn't apply in my life right away. I have to repeat, practice until it becomes part of my subconscious mind, until it becomes habit. Now, you can also speed this process up by intentionally having these thoughts when you're in your theta brainwave state, which is right after you wake up, like immediately after you wake up, when you know that state that you're in where you're not quite awake, you're not quite asleep anymore. Your mind is running wild sometimes. Like you might have really vivid imaginary, like visions or whatever, kind of like dream-like state, but you're still kind of awake. And then also right before you fall asleep, this can happen as well. And so if you intentionally repeat the beliefs that you want to have, it'll get into your subconscious mind quicker, right? It might not happen immediately, but it'll help. And so there are things out there that can help with this too. Listening to binaural beats that are set to certain frequencies. There's other stuff out there, but you don't need that. You can do it on your own with practice by setting that intention to work on your beliefs when you're in that in between state. And meditating can help you change the frequency in your mind also, so you can elevate your frequency and lower it and help with that process. But so like early in the morning when you're first waking up and you're not fully awake yet, if you can remember, think about what you want. And maybe it's just what kind of day do you want to have, right? I'm gonna feel really good today. I'm gonna be super productive. I'm gonna be really loving and kind with my partner, with my kids, whatever thing it is. Set your intention while you're in that state, and do the same thing at night when you're falling asleep. Maybe think about what you're grateful for. Think about your goals. Think about your dreams, and think about how possible it is for you. How you're on your way. You're learning. You're growing. You're creating. It's just a matter of time now, and you're going to reach your goals if you just keep working on your beliefs, your energy, your actions, your results. And so when you get results from that and it's not what you want, just make it a loop. Go back through. Like, okay, well, my results are now this. I still want to improve upon those, and so I'm going to just keep going through. And so try to take the negative emotion out of it as much as you can. Be objective about this process, and again, be kind. Be really, really kind to yourself all the time. And just so go through that. Stay focused on it. Keep working on it. Keep showing up for yourself. And it will start, you'll start to develop new habits, new thought habits, new energy and emotion habits, new behaviors, and you'll start having new experiences. You'll start getting new results in your life. It's just a process. It's not magic, right? The whole law of attraction thing. It's not some crazy fairy tale magic thing. It's how our mind works, the subconscious and the conscious, and the gateway between, the RAS. And so it's just a matter of staying focused on what you want, feeling really good about that, doing that when you're in theta brainwave state as much as you can to make it easier or quicker to get from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. And then you start developing these new habits, and you're in the middle of it. You're creating what you want. and it could happen really quickly or not. As long as you stay positive, stay focused, keep working toward it, it will happen. So hang in there. All right. One more chance to ask questions, provide feedback, comments, anything. And if you don't have anything for me, then thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you joining. And I hope this resonated with you. I hope it was helpful and that you're able to put it into practice and reap the benefits. All right, looks like I just have a comment. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, everyone. Again, thank you for being here. I'm Chris Weals. I am a life transformation coach, and this is Life Coach University and the wonderful world of Pay It Forward, our talks, our conferences, our coaching. It's all in the name of spreading the love of coaching and helping people help themselves make their lives better and make the world around them better. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.